Good afternoon. How you all doing? This is an impromptu video that I have been called to make after working with someone this morning. Obviously, for confidential reasons, I'm not going to go into the wheres and wherefores, but what I want to talk about is mirroring work and holding space for another. That in turn helps to heal you. Now, I'm going to try and explain as best I can without giving detail, which is not going to be easy, so bear with me. Okay, so today we're looking at past lives and how those threads have come through to the ailments that we have. We then went into looking at this present lifetime and the physical symptoms of the body that were showing up for her and in reflection me. And what was interesting was the past life aspects of the client were showing up in this lifetime in her physical ailment, which we've been treating with homeopathy, because as you all know, I'm a homeopath as well. There was a layer of disappointment. There was a layer of grief. There was a layer of people pleasing. There was a layer of no boundaries. And we've been working with this. And as I was talking to her, Metatron, well, actually it was Merlin that stepped in and said, Ignatia, which I know is a massive grief remedy, right? So we started looking at the remedy around the physical ailment that the client had, which matched perfectly. But then I started to look at the emotional symptoms of Ignatia, and I was just laughing, and I said, I'm not laughing at you, I'm laughing at myself, because I clearly hadn't connected completely the emotions that I was obviously feeling but not getting, because sometimes we don't get that. So I was connecting to my body message and thinking it was showing me X, which it was, but there was other layers underneath. And it wasn't until I was holding space for somebody else, and then we were talking about her, that the mirror was shown to me. So there's this flow here, this mirroring of there is an aspect of me that's also in you, which obviously we know. So everybody that you work with, guys, are mirroring an aspect of themselves back at you, because there will be an element of them within you, because Metatron brings you who you can help. Now that could be for a joint journey of healing, which this is, which you have had confirmed, but also it can be a mirroring of situations that you may have gone through that you can help that other person, but it may well trigger emotion within you. So what was interesting is I was just drawn to the heart thought cards for a particular card that I wanted to share with my client, which was about, and I couldn't find it in the deck, but I've got it on my vision board, and it's about it's about us allowing other people to learn their lessons, that we can't do the lessons for them, that we have to step back, however difficult that is, knowing that they may stumble and fall, but allowing that to happen for them to learn their own lesson. And also the lesson for us is that they will learn those lessons when it is right for them. So divine timing for them when they're ready to look at it. Okay, it's that old saying, isn't it? The things that we don't connect with, we don't learn, the lesson gets bigger until we do. It's shown to us. That's why those triggers get shown to you. But what was interesting, I was going through the cards looking for the one I want. Words kept flicking in front of me of these cards that I've got in my hands, which I'm going to share with you. And I just knew I was drawn to them for a reason. Didn't know if it was for me, didn't know if it was for my client. And I left to one side. And we had this conversation, and then I said, right, I've pulled these cards. I don't know. There's just odd words on them. Well, when we looked at them, you just can't make this stuff up, right? Let me get them in the right order. So the first card I read was this one. I am on the next step to my healing. Okay, and on the back it says, listen to my body's messages and see myself as whole and healed. I am taking responsibility. I'm aware there is something I can do to change. Now that bubbled up emotion in both of us. So we had like little tears in our eyes thinking, okay, we're on to something here. We've got to the next layer. We've got to the next step. The next card was, forgiveness is a gift I give to myself. And I could not read the back of this card because I was in tears, as was my client. Really resonated with me. Forgiving frees me from the past. Hits me right there. And allows me to live in the present. So poignant for me at this time. And I always say to you, I'm walking the talk. I'm walking this journey with you. I don't know all the answers, but I'll hold space for us to reflect back to each other. And that's what I do in my sessions. When I forgive myself and others, I am free. So let me read that again. Forgiving frees me from the past and allows me to live in the present. When I forgive myself and others, I am free. Tears, tears, tears for both of us. But like, not sorrow tears. It was like an alignment. It was like this was the time we were going to be shown that by mirroring each other. And this is what this video is about, right? So I am always safe. Again, the tears were there. I release my emotional attachment to beliefs from the past. So what are you holding on to that isn't your core belief? You chose to just believe it in that moment that it was said to you or done to you. Well, it's never done to you, but done for you. Okay? So that they do not hurt me in the present. I am safe. I release my emotional attachment to beliefs from the past so that they do not hurt me in the present. Very key for me. I am safe. And for my client, I might add. I have unlimited potential. I trust myself to create only that which is for my highest good and greatest joy. That which is perfect for my spiritual growth and evolution. So those were the cards. And then we went back to the remedy. And it was absolutely clear that we both needed the same remedy, but for different reasons. Both the emotions, not, some I had, some she had, some of the physicals we both had, some of the physicals I had, she had. And that remedy, I probably wouldn't have looked at. I've taken it before, but I needed it higher. I dowsed then to double check that the remedy was correct for my client and for I. And I got a very clear yes. Then we doused the potency, which is the strength of the homeopathic remedy. And yes, we got the same dosage. The same dosage, the same strength, the same remedy. So what I'm trying to say to you is when someone's triggering you, look at the emotions underneath. Look at the pain in the body or the message within the body. What is the emotion underneath? What is the trigger telling you? We need to start to see these triggers that bring up this anger and frustration from another and look within, because they are massive, massive gifts of healing. And I am very, very grateful for that work that I did with my client this morning, because we've had so many synchronicities throughout the day. And we are on a soul journey together. And that's why it's important to be part of spiritual groups, such as Soul to Soul, my membership, or anybody else's membership that you feel drawn to. If you're ready to do the work, please get in contact, because I'd love to hold space for you to see what healing we can do for each other. Because when I heal you, you heal me. And I'm going to leave it there today for you to think about. Lots of love. You've got this. You can do it. Bye for now.